lot of you parents, you take your children all in the name of spending this long holiday in the workshop. You want to go to your business and take your children and you want to drop them somewhere where you think they can learn because it's holiday season. But you've forgotten that 1 week in the workshop can destroy 14 years of investment in your child's life. That workshop that you are taking your child to, they have only one boss, which is the owner of the business. And his business there is to take care of customer, providing quality services, fixing things, and getting things done. It's not there because of your child. You're taking your child to a man whose focus of attention is on his business. He's not going to have time to groom your child for you. Of course, you should know that he will spend more time doing his business than spending time taking care of your child. A lot of you out there don't even know the risk involved of sending your child to the workshop. Because at the workshop, you have the educated and your uneducated child. You have the children who comes from homes that are, homes with very terrible backgrounds, homes where they have a lot of neglect, homes without parental control. And you are taking your child to that environment. Most of the children are also drug addicts. They are into a lot of social vices to survive. And your own child that you have groomed very well, who still does not have the ability to make decisions for himself or herself, you are putting that child with children who have not really gotten good training or very good background. Now, after 1 week, you will notice that the language of your child changes. Probably he used to be very humble. Now you start seeing an aggressive child, a child that's quick to insult with all kinds of names, even insulting with gods that he or she does not serve. It's time for we parents to be very careful. Yes, it's good for your children to acquire skills. It's very important for them to, learn new things. But you must be conscious of the fact that the environment you're sending them to is good enough to secure what you have taught them and also to enhance their ability to function in a society as this. Now, you must take note that most of you, your children, they have not reached the age of really forming behaviors that people cannot change or transform. Most of them are still learning things. So when you expose them to such environments that are drug-related, social vices, they can easily be influenced. And right, you put them in the hands of a man whom you hardly know that owns the workshop. And that man is just toiling with your children, trying to make money and teaching them the job. But that man will not have the time the teacher has. The school is a formal environment that teaches the child how to manage his time. There is time for assembly. There is time to take your lectures, the time to go on break and eat something and resume back to your classes and take your lessons. And there's also a time called closing time. The teacher is there to monitor the child, to correct the child when the child makes mistakes. Now, that's the business of the teacher. But that's not the business of the man in the workshop. The business of the man in the workshop is that he wants to do his business. And he wants his customers to be satisfied. If you bring your child and your child is distracting him, he will correct the child in the way he corrects his own child at home. He's not going to use a trained and skilled way of correcting your child. And right, you put them in the hands of a man whom you hardly know. You hardly know this woman. And you just hand over your child for a whole day. Some of them stay from morning till 6 o'clock and they are coming home. You hardly can tell what the report at the end of the day is. In school, you have to go through their books. You will know they are learning. But when they get home, how do you know they are learning? How do you know they have been taught? What do you think they have been taught? What characters do you think they have they've been attracted to? Or what characters do you think they've gone there to learn? A lot of the children there that are in the workshop pick up bad habits, and when they come back home, they become terrible beings. They become fighters in your home. So I want to caution you out there, parents out there, please make sure you don't leave your children in the hands of people you hardly know. Yes, acquiring skills is very important. It helps the child to develop better, adding education to it. You put them in the hands of a man whom you hardly know, or you hardly know his character or habits, then you probably might have a second thought if your child will continue that skill acquisition in this holiday season. It's a long time, and it's a time that it's a time that's good enough for your child, for his character to be transformed into something else. If it's better you keep your child with a good character than sending your child to go and learn a skill, and he or she comes back with a terrible character. Look into it again before you take your decision. Thank you very much.